What up, what up, what up, though? This your girl, Dubb. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Tonight, we gonna do another lesson. Move right on along with our lesson plans. Yup, y'all learning a lot over here. I'm so proud of you. And I thank everyone who are coming in as a viewer to the channel. For real. I really appreciate y'all. I never thought my message or my teachings would get out here to the public. And it has. And I'm so proud of you guys. Although I only got 15 followers, the followers go up every day. I gained one. So thank you. Big shout out to Rumble. Yay. So, welcome everybody to the show. This is Tale from Beyond. I am your girl, Dubb. We are recording from the 313. Detroit is in the house. What's up, my Michiganders? I love y'all out there. I do. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you for being a subscriber. If you are new to the channel now, don't be hating. Push that little bell button at the top of the page and hit that little like button, that little thumbs up thing going on over there. And just give me a like, you know what I'm saying? Become a subscriber. We are learning a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want y'all to get left behind. Okay? Nope. So, we back in our venue. Yep. Took a minute. My plants died. I had no idea why. But I was a little discouraged and disappointed about that. But that's okay. I bought some new ones. Fuck it. Okay. So, moving right on along. We are streaming this jazz music from YouTube Audio. All of the links to all of the information that we have gathered here today will be in the description box below. If you would like to donate to the channel, my PayPal information and link is in the description box as well. And if you need to leave an email or catch me on another website, all of the links to my platforms are in the description box below. So, feel free to leave a comment, but please leave it respectful. Let's get it on. Like popcorn. Alright. So, last video we talked about portals and vortex. It was a sweet, short video. We have recently talked about it before in my spiritual bodyguards. Okay? But I further explained a little bit about portals and vortex in the last video. And so now we're going to move on to our next installment in our itinerary, which is moon and sun cycles. However, since the moon cycles chapter is so long, we just going to call this moon cycles. And then record something for the sun cycles. Okay. So, I pulled up some stuff on my little nifty device. It is not in order because I did it very quickly. Extremely quickly. It took me about, really this could have been done in a day. But because I work and I have other responsibilities, it took me about 2 days to write down and put together. So, now that I have it together, I'm going to discuss it with you. Okay? So, let's talk about these moon cycles. This is kind of important. Everything I teach you on here is important. Everything I teach you on this channel, you can use and vitalize in your everyday life. So let's get on, because we ain't got a lot of time. You know I'm on the time. Alright. Moon cycles. Okay. You can find moon cycles posts on whatever you call a lunar calendar. Okay? Each calendar is updated every year and is basically a calendar that tracks the cycles of the moon. They have that in the almanac too. Okay. So, if you want me to read that again, I will. You can find moon cycles posts on whatever you call a lunar calendar. Okay. Each calendar is updated every year. Okay. And is basically a calendar that tracks the cycles of the moon. Okay? That's what a lunar calendar is. Alright? Let's explain this. In each cycle occurring once a month are 4 phases the moon goes through. Okay? I'll explain something in a minute. Thought just popped in my head. But I'll explain that to you in a minute. Okay. It is said that it's 8 phases of the moon, which technically it is, but broken down into 4 quarters. If that makes sense to you. Alright. Let's go. So, in these phases are a full moon, a waxing moon, a waning moon or winding moon, and a new moon. Now let's explain what those mean. Alright? What is a full moon? Alright? A full moon is when the moon is at its fullest peak, or when the moon's cup is full. Okay? That's when the moon is rolled around. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. This phase is physical to the eye for 3 days, but the phase may last up to 7 days. Okay? So with your naked eye, you see a big round complete circle. Okay? But the full moon phase itself lasts 7 days. Okay? I hope y'all following me. Please get your pens and your notepads. Okay? Write this shit down. Okay? Alright. Let's continue. Full moon phase are often associated with abundance and often used in spell work to fill your cup. This is in ritualistic magic. Full moons can also be associated with the dark or things that are hidden, such as lies, deception, illusion, and delusions. And for that, the full moon phases are an excellent time for truth spells and unveiling spells, unbinding spells, and unhexing spells, and uncrossing. Okay. The color associated with the full moon is black, gray, white, blue, and pale blue. Okay. However, you may use whatever color suits your need. Okay? Alright. That's a little bit about the full moon. Let's continue with it. Okay. The full moon is also associated with power. The power of 3 of any aspect. Okay? For example, mother, maiden, crone, son, father, spirit, sun, moon, stars, etc. Okay? And aspects of 3. Alright. In this aspect, the moon is an association to the mother, being the female aspect, while the sun, her male counterpart. The full moon is the mother, or I call her Mother Mary. That's how I remember. She is associated with love, harmony, harmonious house blessings, protection, fertility, and beauty. Use this moon phase to invoke abundance in love, beauty, and protection. Her colors are, like we just said, white, black, gray, red, orange, blue, and pale blue. And her flower of choice is the red rose. So if you lay some rose petals on your altar for her, she will be pleased. Okay? Let's talk about this. What is a waxing moon? Okay? And I'm going to show you depictions of this because my drawing is shitty. And y'all ain't finna be clowning me. Not today. Okay? So a waxing moon is the moon's right crescent. Okay? It grows from small to big. From a small crescent to a half moon to a full moon is the waxing moon phase. Okay? This phase lasts for 2 weeks or until the moon reaches its full peak. Simple. All right. Note, on your lunar calendar, which we just talked about, a half moon is called a first quarter moon. That is when the small crescent fills to halfway. Okay? When you only see half the moon. This side. Okay? When the small crescent fills halfway, this usually occurs in the first week of the waxy moon phase. Okay? A waxy moon is associated with the maiden. Okay, we just talked about Mother Mary over here, who was the full moon. Now we talking about this waxing moon, who is the maiden. That's the young lady. Okay? I think since this aspect of 3, I think of the moon as grandmother, mother, and daughter. So we just talked about the mother. Now we're finna talk about the young maiden, the daughter. Okay? The waxing moon is associated with the maiden who is young and fertile. She is associated or invokes virtue, vitality, the fountain of youth, fertility, and grace. During ritualistic magi, use this moon phase when filling your cup with abundance to find love in partnerships or relationships / friendships, fertility and beauty. Close relations, this maiden here, this waxing moon phase. She has close relations or ties to the Egyptian goddess Bas, black cats, and silver. Okay. Dedicate silver or money or silver trinkets to her during this cycle and watch her fill your cup. Okay. Note, depending on the spell cast and discretion of the spellcaster, spells and rituals may be performed more than once. Okay. On that particular cycle. Let's move on. Alright, what is a waning moon? Okay. Or waning moon. I call it waning. Some other people call it waning. W-A-N-I-N-G. Okay. I call it waning. Really, it is actually called waning moon because it wanes. Okay. And to wane means to lose power. Alright. This is why. Alright. A waning moon is when the moon shrinks down from a full moon to a new moon. The new moon being in absence from view. Okay? That's when the moon disappeared for like 2 or 3 days. And you don't see it in the sky. It's there. You just can't see it. Okay? Being the left crescent. The waning moon is associated with the crone. And the crone is the old lady. The grandma. Okay? So remember when I said the waning means to lose power or to descend? Okay, well think of it as a person that's older. And you know what I'm saying? They're descending down and passing over their lineage to their daughter and granddaughter. Okay? So, full moon mother, waxing moon the daughter, the young maiden, and a waning moon is the crone or the grandmother, the old lady. Okay? Aspect of 3, the power of 3. Okay? Let's read this. Crone is an older woman seen as a grandmother type figure. Her moon phase is the 3rd quarter moon or the last quarter moon, which indicates the new moon phase. Okay? Old crone moon is associated with power, wisdom, knowledge of sacred arts, fertility, growth, expansion, and protection. Old crone is also associated with lucid dreaming. Okay? It's kind of a good time to astral project. But we'll talk about that later. Okay? During this moon phase is good for unhexing, uncrossing, banishing, unbinding, and clearing. Use her phase to clear out the old and in with the new. Hence, she goes down. Okay? So, waxing moon is little and then gets big to full moon. Okay? Waning moon is big moon to little moon till you don't see it no more, which is the new moon. Okay? That's how I go. Alright. So. Alright, let me see where the hell did I left off. Oh. So use her moon phase to clear out old and in with the new, or to empty your cup. Because she's going down, that means we clearing. We pushing shit out. Okay? We coming in, we pushing old shit out, coming into a new cycle. Okay? Myrrh is her flower. White, gold, silver, black, gray, and blue are her colors. Okay? This is a great moon phase to rid yourself of pesky burdens, frustrations, and evil eye. This moon phase is also great for truth spells, to unveil what is hidden. See, y'all thought the moon was just all secrets and deception and lies and hidden shit, which it is. But it also has good attributes as well. Okay? Let's talk about this real quick off the subject, but on the subject though, because it match. Let's talk about y'all's playing field. Okay? The playing field is uneven because the higher ups got the masses believing that witchcraft is evil and that you gonna go to fucking hell for using it. Yeah, you can go to hell for using it improperly because that is against natural law or spiritual law. Okay? But this is the old religion. This is the religion that you're supposed to be practicing. And the higher ups know that. That's why they using it against spiritual law while deeming it evil for you to use it. It's an unfair playing field, I would say. Yeah. It's like trying to play chess with no fucking pawns. Anyway, let's continue. Alright. So that's why we teaching the good part of witchcraft, so that people can know what they up against. Okay? How do you fight fire? With fucking fire. For real. For real. Alright. Enough of looking beautiful. Let's talk about this. What is a new moon? Because now we done talked about the full moon, the waxing moon, and the waning moon. So what is a new moon? A new moon is the moon phase when the moon disappears, meaning it's non-visible to the naked eye in the sky. You can't see that mama. Okay? This phase lasts for 3 days, much like the full moon phase, but the cycle is 7 days. Okay? Yeah. So during this moon phase, it is a good time for renewal. Okay? In any aspect. Because it's a new moon. It's a new cycle. Okay? Okay. New job, new house, new car, new relationship, etc., etc. Okay. It is also a great phase for cleansing. You, your person, which is you, spiritually, home, etc. Cleansing is also a form of renewal, if you didn't know. It is. Okay? You can also use any color during this moon phase, as it is a renewal in all aspects, okay? In all colors. Alright. I had write something down in my nifty notepad. So let's read this real quick before we get on with the moon colors. Okay? If you didn't know moon had colors, they had colors. So, the moon itself is in association with the element of water. Okay. Seeing as it has close tides and controls the earth's tides, or oceans. Okay? You know, the moon controls the tides of water. Okay. So, water is an element of emotion. Seeing how as it cannot be controlled unless it's contained. Water runs all over the place unless you put it in a cup. Okay? They do. Alright? So it is the same factor with your physical emotions and controlling them like the tides of the ocean. Knowing when to be feminine and masculine. Knowing when to be fast to anger or slow to anger. Knowing when to react and not to react. Knowing when to be quick to judge or slow to judge, for example. Okay. Water is in association with knowing when to be good or a little deviant. It is called discernment. These are called discernment. Okay. Which is a part of your intuition. Okay. In other words, the moon is closely tied to your intuitive instincts. Okay. It's a good elemental factor to use. Alright. I work with the moon all the time. You just have to know it's a lesser form of magic. It is a submissive magic because it is a female aspect. You didn't know that, did you? That's right. It is in a shadow. Okay, in some cultures, a woman is behind the man, submissive to the man. Okay? It is a lesser power. Okay? So just to let you know that. Very powerful, but a lesser power. Okay? Alright. Let's get this. Now that we got that out the way. Alright, let's move on to these moon colors. I might have to go ahead and do a part 2 because it's 25 minutes up in there. We talking good. Yeah. So, I'm going ahead and cut this one. And then we're going to come back and do a part 2, okay? So, I'll see you back, y'all. Deuces.